right, we're live again. Is it right? Still not right. How about now? Is it good now?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're live.
Is it good now?
I just have to use it this way.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay, well, we're live.
So let's just, we got a few people that are coming on board here.
Just have to use it this way.
Okay.
No worries. Okay, well,
Okay.
So, you want to start outside?
coming on board here. Use it this way.
How you doing?
No worries.
How you doing, Marcel?
So,
What's going on, neighbor?
Hey guys, it's Lesley Hodge with the eXp Realty, and we wanted to show you this HUD foreclosure property that just came on the market. We're at 8601 East Tamarack in Brook Hollow, so that's around the Central and Rock Road area, just a little bit east of Rock Road towards Webb. And a couple of things that we want to let you know. This listing is courtesy of Superior Realty. It is a HUD foreclosure property. What that means is someone has defaulted on their FHA loan and now it's on the market as a repossession. So if you can take a look outside, you're going to notice that it's got a little bit of deferred maintenance. A lot of times foreclosures take almost a full year before the bank gets possession of them, and so they're just not kept up like we would a normal home. So as you walk in, you're going to notice, you know, there's some things up here. They've got a little bit of expanded foam. There's some paint over here on the brick that's going to need touched up. This little section of cement here has sank, and there are companies local in Wichita that can use like a poly system to jack that back up so that you can have it back level. If you need that done at your house, we've got some good contacts. Coming in here to the front door, you're going to see some more expandable foam.
You know, a lot of things that we see, also talking about the concrete, is over here in front of the garage. A lot of times we'll see the pad over here sunk down, and again, I believe, who is it that we use? Midwest Foam Works.
Yep.
They can come out, and also Nathan Svoboda.
With Wichita Homeworks.
Wichita
They do a great
Homeworks.
job.
Yep, they do mud jacking as well, and we see that a lot. In fact, we showed somebody a house last night, and the pad had sunk so bad that you could actually see the wrought iron,
Rebar.
the rebar that was going through it. Yeah.
And typically that's happening from negative drainage. It's just not getting the water sloped away from the house.
Yep, it's all about drainage.
So a lot of times when we look at foreclosure properties, they don't have any heat on, they don't have any electric. This one does happen to have electric on, but we always recommend when you're looking at a foreclosure property and it has a basement, that's the best place to start.
Right.
So let's go take a peek at the basement.
Yeah, let's go inside. It's cold.
Yeah, yesterday you got flip-flops on me, and today you got the full coat. So welcome to bipolar Wichita. So as you can see, this home does have electricity on, and it does have a finished living space down here in the basement, living area. This home was built in 1965.
Well, the nice thing about these, about homes that were built in the 60s, 50s and 60s,
Yeah.
is they've got better wiring, they've got insulation, they have sheetrock.
Yeah.
You know, you get into the 20s and 30s, and it's lath and plaster, and
Yeah,
sometimes
they started
it's
those things in the 40s.
yep, knob and tube, and so these are good houses to buy, the 50s and 60s, because the construction got much better. Is it?
So as you come in here, we don't have any utilities
lights?
on, so I'm going to point out some stuff with my handy dandy phone flashlight. But you've got an awesome train furnace.
Oh, that's real nice.
On these HUD foreclosures, they do send people out ahead of time to kind of give them an idea of what the condition of the properties are. This one is FHA insurable. It does have, you know, a furnace and an air conditioner and a water heater. The breaker box is still here, believe it or not. On some of these foreclosures that we go into, they don't. So on this this one, David, if you could zoom in kind of on this piece of paper here. So they kind of do a pre-inspection for us. So it says, are the utilities on? Yes. Is the electric supply, has it been tested and functional? Yes. You know, it's talking about the appliances. Something they do on the water is they pressure test the lines and make sure that it's holding the same PSI of air pressure that water pressure would be in the lines. They ask about the water heater and if it's functional. The sewer system, they also winterize the properties so that the lines don't bust in the winter, and they do a quick inspection of the roof. Now I want you to understand, these are not the same as having a home inspection. You will still want to have a home inspection. These are just a rough guideline to start with as a preliminary. If these are all saying yes like this, then this home is eligible for a $100 down payment program that HUD now has. So with that, they have one other form, and I'll have David zoom back in on it. It talks about what it has to have done in order for it to meet FHA financing. So you can see that it's got some paint that's going to need to be done on some of the exterior. There's some damaged wood. We've got a broken window pane. So those are the types of minor repairs that it's going to have done in order to meet FHA guidelines. There is a loan out there where you can add these repairs to the purchase price and make sure you can get your FHA loan. So if you need a lender recommendation for that, private message us, we've got one. So let's head upstairs and take a look at the rest of the house. This one is a multi-level property. We're going to go up about 4 steps until you get into the living room.
Oh, it definitely needs new carpet.
The carpet has been used and abused.
Yeah.
But it does
But
have crown molding.
That's pretty normal. I mean, you go into most of the used houses, I mean, carpet, the nice thing about carpet is it's easily replaceable and it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
So
You've got a bay window area here. Nice size dining. So it's kind of one big L shape for your living room, dining room, which is nice for entertaining.
I like that red light, huh?
It's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
All right, heading into the kitchen. It's got a decent amount of space. If you wanted to put some more cabinets in here, you easily could. If you wanted a small little breakfast table, it would also fit in here.
Ooh, check this out. This is some 1960s tech right here.
Woo!
That is
Got
nice.
the new tone.
Yep. Okay. Ooh. Hit my head.
That light's hanging low. They must have had a table underneath of it. So you are missing the stove. That happens a lot on these foreclosure properties. This one does have the dishwasher still intact, a spot for your fridge, and you will notice all of these little labels. Do not use the plumbing. It has been winterized.
Yep.
So we'll head down a couple more steps. And you've got the family room. So you have a wood burning fireplace over there. It does have gas assist to get it going, which is really handy.
So who would want a house like this?
People that like to fix things up, people that want to buy a house and have some equity in it once they've fixed it up. I know that has always been my strategy when I've bought houses, is even if I've built them, I've only finished parts of the basement, like through sheetrock or things like that, so I can go in later and do my own flooring, paint, hang my own light fixtures, things like that, just to build equity in the property. So in here, you've got a half bath, and you also have your laundry. And you get to see right there, if David backs it up just a little bit, you're gonna get to see how tall all the kids were.
Oh, there.
On the sliding door, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little pocket door there. So, and you have, looks like some form of solid surface, maybe quartz or Corian on the countertop there.
Yeah.
While we're here, we've got the door here going into the backyard, so We'll take one for the team and bear the cold. So you've got a pretty nice sized patio area. However, if David will zoom in, like here underneath of the door, it's got a gap there. That's gonna need some attention so that you're not getting water into your basement. They like that expandable foam. I see it in several other spots out here.
It's really not the best thing to use.
No. Something else you can look for, and you might have saw it while David was squatted down there, but there's some little drill marks here in the cement that just shows that at some point in time it's been treated for termites. The joke goes, you either have termites or you're going to have termites. That's how it works here in Kansas. So at some point it's been treated, so nothing big.
Siding's not the greatest.
It's decent really for the age and for the fact that it is a foreclosure, but as you can see, it started to peel down here on the bottom, so that's probably what they're talking about in order for it to meet FHA financing.
And it's pretty old siding. It's not.
It's probably original, I would guess.
Yeah. But this is a nice yard.
Something else, if you'll kind of zoom in over here.
Let me give them a scan of the yard real quick. It's actually a nice big yard.
And I tell you what, awesome neighborhood. I love all the big trees. A lot of the houses in here are selling for way more than what this one's listed at. This one's currently listed at $177,000. I've seen homes in here going easily at $225 all the way up to $400 and some thousand dollars.
That's a nice house right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we doing? We going inside?
Okay. Let's look at one quick thing out here.
Mm-hmm.
So something to look for on your home or when you're buying a home is there's a low spot right here. You can see all of this plants. It's sitting up higher than this area. So the problem with that is when it rains, all your water sits right here at the foundation and it starts causing foundation problems. So dirt work is a lot cheaper than foundation work. And most people don't pay any attention to it until their basements start leaking. So that's something to definitely watch for as you're out looking at houses.
Well, and so how we solve that, there's a couple of different ways to solve that. Number one, the first thing to do is make sure your gutters are cleaned out.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, I did that yesterday, and it's no fun, but it's necessary. Number two, you can bring in dirt and you can slope it away. There's people out there that do dirt work, and if you need a referral, we'll help you out with that. The third thing is to just put a concrete skirt around your house and have it slope away, and it's usually about 4 feet, and that usually takes care of the problem.
You can also see that like this gutter extender on the end of the house, it has an entirely different little accordion sleeve that hooks onto the end of it just to get the water further away from the house. So splash block at minimum, and those gutter extenders will save your foundation. So be on the lookout for
Definitely splash blocks. If you don't have splash blocks on your off your gutters, then you better go buy some.
Okay, let's head upstairs and we'll check out the bedrooms.
Okay. So we're back into the entryway, and we're going back up
4 more steps there.
into this formal sitting room.
And you've got 11 steps up to the bedrooms. So you've got your first bedroom here on the left. Overall, just needs cosmetics.
Needs paint.
Yeah,
Paint and carpet. Although this carpet's actually,
it's got a little bit of blue paint over there in the
yeah,
corner.
it's not as bad as the stuff downstairs. This is
This
nice.
bedroom is pretty much the same. You are missing a light and the globe on the ceiling fan in this bedroom. But again, paint and carpet would go a long way.
Well, and I'm thinking whoever buys this house is going to be swapping out the light fixtures.
Absolutely.
Because unless they really like that red one in the dining room, it was pretty
So
nice.
you've got the Smurf blue bathroom.
That's a halfway decent vanity.
Well, the countertop's nice. The vanity's original, I would say.
Well, little paint goes a long way.
You got it. You've got the second bedroom here. Again,
This is a real good size.
needs some cosmetics, but it's a really good sized bedroom. If you look over here, you've got a little bit of a stress crack here. It's pretty common on houses that are this age. When you have your home inspection done, I would ask the home inspector about that and see if they would recommend anybody else to look at it. But it's just really common, especially in the east side of Wichita, because it's clay soil. So there's so much expansion and contraction when the ground gets wet and when the ground dries up. Then we've got the master bedroom. And I know this is probably most families. They're hers and hers closets. In our situation, it's David's and David's closet.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He's kind of fancy like that. If any of you have seen him before, you know. But it's a really good sized room. I mean, you could fit a king size bed in here. You could have a big dresser. There's a lot of space in this room.
Paint, flooring, and light fixtures would
It would go a long way in
really
this house.
spruce this house up. It wouldn't take that much. Then it's just a matter of making sure that everything's sound, you know?
Right.
Make sure our drainage is good. Make sure that the outside's painted. That's a pretty decent shower.
Not too bad.
Nice amount of room.
You know, black and white in here. And again, you got another solid surface countertop. So that could even be popped off and put on a new vanity if you wanted to change them out and not have original vanities. So give you a couple of stats on this one. You've got 2,122 square feet that are above ground. You've got 375 below ground, so just a little shy of 2,500 square feet. You've got a 1/4 acre lot, 2-car garage, built in 65. Let's see what we've got on this one. The general property taxes are $2,261.40. So if you guys have any other questions about this house, about buying a foreclosure, about the $100 down program that HUD is offering on their eligible foreclosures, or even if you just like a buyer consult online, or we can mail you a packet out to your house, private message us. We're happy to help with whatever we can. Thank you and have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.